Yeah, listener, I think that's a case by case basis, and for the fan who's watching, right? Like, here's the problem with PEDs, and I write a lot about them in my book. Like, you become dependent on them. Like, I started PEDs when I got out of prison the second time, probably a year in, or maybe shorter than that. And I became effectively like addicted to the testosterone. Like, it got to the point where like I thought everything I did was because of the testosterone, because it gives you slight edges, like in timing and speed. It gives you, for most notably for me, I felt they helped my durability. Now, I had teammates that said, "Nah, Derek, you're crazy. You think that's your durability. The reality is that's just a mental crutch you're using." I don't know. Probably the truth is somewhere in the middle between what we were both saying to each other. But do I discount guys who are caught with PEDs? No, I don't. You know why? Because I fought guys on PEDs. Like my last fight was in 2009. I had one last kickboxing bout. Now, forget the fact I wasn't training Muay Thai and it was a Muay Thai bout. I was training more boxing and a little bit of like MMA striking. And that was my bad, my foolishness, which, I've gone over again. I mean, I put out there in my book, right? But the point is, like, the guy demolished me in a round, like knocked me down 3 times. It wasn't even a fair fight. Like that wasn't real. And I would bet my life that the guy was on PEDs. I mean, when you're confronted with a guy with testosterone, it is very difficult to compete with them on the same level. And at the same time, in the gym, I've been on PEDs. And opponents that usually would get me, like, I'll give you one was, oh God, well, what was his name? We called him the governor, William McCoy, up in San Francisco. Great boxer, just never stopped punching, like just this iron will. But like when I was on PEDs, I'd slip my punches in early to the body or whatever, and I was able to handle him, relatively easily on PEDs. So like it changes the game entirely. So what are you going to do? Tell a guy not to use PEDs? No, John Jones obviously was on PEDs, and I remember there's an interview with Rogan, and Rogan's like saying, "Well, why would someone have no testosterone?" And he goes, "Well, either he's been taking steroids for a long time or he castrated himself, right? There's no natural testosterone there." And Joe Rogan couldn't grip it because I don't think he wanted to believe that John Jones' career was all PEDs. Now, was John Jones' career all PEDs? No, obviously not, right? The guy has a lot of natural talent and abilities that made him what he was. So does Anderson Silva. Now, is there an edge with the PEDs? You bet there is. I mean, a clear sign of it is you watch Chael Sonnen. I was at the Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva one fight in Oakland. And when Sonnen got on the ground, you could look at his eyes. They were like twisted. I mean, he was on so many drugs by his own admission. Like, he knew he was going to get caught. But he also made a legacy off that fight, right? Like, he almost beat Anderson Silva, this unstoppable force. So PEDs are a real tough question, listener. I don't disqualify someone for them. I look at it as like that's the day and age they fought, and that's what people were doing. And what are you going to do? Not do it? Well, you probably wouldn't be there if you didn't do it. So tough one, man. Tough one. I think everybody should be allowed to use them, but hey, I'm one man. Everybody, read my book, Warrior of the